Someone from your past has been heavily on your mind, and you have been heavily on theirs. This connection awakened both of you, and it awakened parts of you that lay dormant. And this connection was undeniable for both of you. But in the past, you couldn't make it work. And the reason it didn't work was never because the connection wasn't real. It was never because it wasn't destined. And I feel like there was a time where you lost faith in this connection, and it really forced the two of you to work through your shadows, your core wounds. And this is just a little reminder about the law of attraction. Just because you and this person are in separation and it didn't work out, this person and you both always circle back to one another in one way or another. And that is proof in itself that you guys are destined. The fact that this person pushed you away and you pushed them away at times, it doesn't mean that it wasn't a fated connection. The thing with the law of attraction is that when there is resistance, it comes from within ourselves. When we are manifesting something, if there is things like doubt and fear and limited belief systems that are laying dormant in your subconscious, unhealed wounds, that thing, even though it's meant for us, cannot align with us on a timeline. And we have to be energetically matched with the frequency that matches the version of us that already has that blessing. This connection is playing out exactly how it was supposed to. It is being divinely orchestrated to come back together again. And the message I was getting was that this person's heavily thinking about you. They're thinking about communicating with you. And in this connection, you had your own doubts and fears based on those behaviors. And that was the point. This person awakened the shadows that were in you. They helped you to see yourself, to know yourself, to learn yourself, to love yourself. And you did the same thing for them. It scared them and they walked away, and you let them go and chose yourself. But that doesn't mean that it was never supposed to come back together. The universe had a plan. Your ancestors had a plan. Your higher selves had a plan. And even though it didn't look like it at times, the plan went exactly to plan. You were supposed to be together. You were supposed to activate each other. You were supposed to trigger each other. You were supposed to separate so you could come back to yourself. You were supposed to become aware of those shadows, those doubts, that belief systems, that lack mindset, and heal it in order to align with your higher self, in order to align with the frequency where you were detached, you were no longer codependent on anyone. And now you're embodying that frequency. And it is drawing this person out. And no matter what it looks like from the outside, no matter what you hear, no matter what you've seen in their behaviors, no matter what they're doing, the universe has been working with them the same way that it worked with you. They needed to go away and they needed to learn themselves. They had a self-worth wound within themselves. They always saw your worth. They didn't see it working out because they didn't love themselves. They didn't feel like they deserved someone like you. And they projected that onto you energetically. So you felt like they thought that you weren't enough, that you were not worthy. And you internalized that at first, but then you healed it. And now that you are standing in a frequency where you know your worth and you're no longer codependent, and you've stepped into this state of flow, and you know that what is meant for you will always find you, and you let go of the control and your expectations. But on a soul level, everyone else you could let go of. Once that connection was done, the lessons were learned. There is no karma left in this connection. There's nothing more for you to learn, at least in regards to your trauma, your shadows. All that healing side of it is done. The only thing left now is to build with this person, to heal the connection and allow it to come together. Learn. And you are on your highest timeline where you guys can align. The universe is working with your person now to get them there too. They are so, so, so close. They understand this connection. They had been in other connections. They have been working on themselves. They have been getting to know themselves. They've been getting to love themselves. All those seeds that were planted along the way, you've always been at either the forefront or the back of this person's mind. Every waking day, there's never a day that goes by where you do not cross this person's mind. And the connection, you can feel it within yourself. You are calm. You know that this person is your person, and you are so content with the timing. And the same way the universe worked with you to get to the point and get to that frequency, they're working with this person. And when you are both at the point where you're in complete energetic alignment, you will be pulled together. And this time it is going to work. This is the final separation. It's not going to be easy by all means. When this person comes back, they're still going to have that little bit of lingering doubt where they're not going to understand why you would take them back after all that time. But because you are not standing in an energy any longer where you are codependent on them, you've released all the attachment to them. It's no longer pushing them away. They're no longer, it's pulling them in rather. And once they come in, that's it. And the way you are going to be with them, like, I'm just hearing, I don't think you are going to do this, but just be mindful, hear them out. Don't be too hard at them. And I really don't think you will. And I think that's why this is happening now. Because in the past you thought you were ready. You wanted this person to come back. But I think you had to soften that little bit more because you learnt your boundaries. But before, I think you would have enforced them so harshly. And now I think you're at a place where you can be kind, you can be understanding by still respecting your boundaries as well. And this person, they're going to be open enough to work with you this time. Best of luck.